What's up, y'all? It's Jenny Wren, and it is motherfucking late. It is currently 11:49 p.m. I think I'm just gonna make a quick one because I wanted to come on just to give advice, especially people who may have seen my last video and felt that it resonates. I wanted to give advice to the people who are on that new timeline and not really sure how to move and feeling a little bit stuck. I'm not saying this from a place of, oh, I know what I'm doing. I'm saying this from a place where I am my own truth, and these are my truths from my own experience. And I've always found that writing things down always helps me, especially when I'm in a place like I am now where I need to be more in my body. I need to be less in my head and really work on presence. Presence and being here in the moment. So, yeah, I have taken it upon myself to write down what I want my new life to look like and to feel like. Emphasis on that. So yeah, what I've basically done, I guess, me coming from a place where a lot of my life was revolved around what I can do or what I can be for others, and that sort of became my identity and my whole reason for, loving psychology and studying the fuck out of people, and becoming a massive people pleaser. Fuck that. Leave that in the past. But basically, my life has been all about how I can serve. And now stepping into this new timeline, I am in a place where I really need to think about and be in control of, clock it, thank you, be in control of how I show up and what I really want out of life, So my advice to you would be, if you are someone who struggles to know who you are and what your actual desires are, and it's not bad. But I'm trying to say it's not a bad thing. I'm trying to tell you that I completely understand and relate, and that it's valid to feel that way, especially if you are an empath and a giver and a healer. It's completely valid to now, if you're in this space where I'm at, to now feel like you don't know who you are and you don't know what you want. But that's the start. That is the fresh start. That is the new timeline that you are on. And I'm getting words I don't understand. I'm going to try and simplify it and try to make it into a word that I feel like is the word that I'm getting, because the words that I know I've heard these words and I feel like I understand them, but I don't really know the full, like the in-depth definition. So I don't want to use them and then say the wrong words. But basically, it's like, it's a lot of other timelines that are going to come after this one, but this specific one is about you being assertive. And I feel like, obviously, this isn't in present time. You're watching this after I've made it and after I've posted it, but I feel like that's hit the nail on the head for someone. It's a lesson of assertiveness and learning how to fully be in control of your life. Now that you have mastered yourself, you're stepping into the role of being in control of your life. So this timeline in particular is about you figuring out who the fuck you are, what the fuck you need out of life, asking for it, and learning how to control your life and control your desires, and really, and not control is really a harsh word. It's about you containing and sustaining a life. It's about you making choices and decisions for you. For you. So anyway, getting back to me and my advice. My advice to you would be, if you don't take anything from this video, is to make sure that you are sitting with yourself at this time. Sit with yourself, stillness, silence, so that you can hear everything. You are so close to your higher self right now, and you have no idea, because I know that right now things seem very quiet. But you were so close. And the thing is that you're so close, but when you try to fill that silence, that is, you might even be in a space of life right now where you're noticing that you have a lot more time and you have a lot more space and a lot more freedom to actually explore yourself. Emphasis on the explore your motherfucking self, because there's a lot there for you to find, baby, and rediscover, dig that shit up. But you might realize that you have the space and time to do that now. Even if you don't have other factors that you wish you had to do that, you have the space and time to really explore oneself. So take that time. This is why you have the silence. This is why you have the space. Take that time to really get to know yourself. Allow the silence. Don't fill it with anything, because when you're filling it, you're basically filling your ears and you cannot hear your higher self, which is the one that's so close to you right now. So take the silence. Like I said, if you don't hear anything from this video, that is the most important thing. But what I have done, which is my advice, what I have done within my moment of silence tonight is, and you can probably see here, you might not be able to see the words, but I have taken a full sheet of paper. You know what? Fuck it. I'm just going to show y'all. Hold on. Hold on. Oh, shit. There we go. But I have taken a piece of paper and I have just written it out. And it's nothing at all that is specific about this, at least on a physical level. This is so detailed in the way that I want to feel, in the way that I want to experience life. It's no specifics in, oh, I want the house that looks like this. Oh, I want, the man that looks like this, and I want to drive this car, and I want to go to this specific country. No, like everything here is about feeling the value of life and constantly feeling loved and appreciated and seeing the beauty in all things and walking with God and knowing who I am and stepping in my power and feeling motherfucking good, and the universe reflecting that back to me. So what I wrote at the top of this paper was, my new life, in all capital letters, my new life will be everything I write down on this paper. And I just let it rip. And I allowed myself to be as poetic as possible. And I did not rush myself. And when I felt like I was I never felt like I was forcing it. But when I felt like I was holding back, I gave myself grace and I gave myself time, and then the words came. So this is just my advice to you. Make sure that you are creating space right now in this timeline that you are on. Create space to explore yourself. This new timeline is about you really digging deep and figuring out what it is that you want. It's not about knowing everything. It's not about understanding everything, all the nitty gritty, every single thing that you desire, but it's about knowing, it's about building that foundation of like, how do you want to feel? How do you want this new timeline to feel? How do you want to experience this new timeline on a sensory level, and not just a sensory physical level? Like, how How are you going to make this experience an experience for you and you only? Nobody else, with nobody else in thought, in your time of silence and peace. How are you going to make this new timeline that you have full control of? How are you going to make this new timeline about you? And I know, you know, making things about you, it seems like a selfish thing. No, we are not selfish people, and we know that. We're not selfish people. This new timeline is about honoring everything that you have been through to get to this point. And it's about understanding and knowing oneself, so much so that you start to become assertive in your life. Look, man, I feel like I could make a whole nother video because it's starting to, the energy is shifting. Let me know in the comments if you can feel it, but the energy is shifting and it's beautiful. But I'm going to make another video on that. I'm going to leave that here. But I love you. I see you. I feel you. I am you. Never feel alone. I'm right here with you, walking the walk, talking the talk, doing my thing, discovering myself. So have fun with it. Have fun with it, and make sure that you're taking that time to be silent, to get to know yourself. Sorry about the lighting. It's late as shit. I'm about to go to my bed. Sorry about the massive soccer balls on my face as well. I'm breaking out. That's great. Don't worry about that. Anyway, I love y'all so much, and I will see you in the next video. I'm gonna get some shut-eye.